Good afternoon, Rob Evans, Fireman's Tired Eyes. Just thought I'd drop in and do a different type of video. Yesterday was a strange day in that we went out to view a house. Anyway, on the way back, we came across a car crash, RTC. Um, kind of caught us off guard because obviously when I was in the fire service, you've got time to, obviously station bells go down, you get called out, you respond, you get dressed, you get rigged, you're en route, and it can take quite a while to get to a car crash. Um, we were straight in it, avoiding debris, and one vehicle on its roof in the hard shoulder, sort of half into a gully, with a few other cars parked on the hard shoulder and a couple walking up towards the car. And then it kind of twigged that there was people still in that vehicle. Now, I'm not going to go into details on it because I still don't know the ins and outs of those people, but it really affected me in a way that, yes, I instantly responded and just fire brigade head was straight back on, into professional mode. And then you look at yourself thinking, who are you? You're in shorts, t-shirt, and a pair of trainers. So I'm no longer a fireman. I no longer have equipment. I no longer have that crew that used to rely on and have around you. So dealing with stuff was a little bit different. Very, very fortunate in that there was an off-duty doctor that just arrived in the country, and then an off-duty nurse. So between us all, and again, we might be all singing from the same song sheet, but in totally different languages. But fortunately, the language barriers were breached in a way that we could. Some people I had to speak to and show how to slow traffic down, and then get back to, and one guy got to hold the lady's head in such a way not to move anybody. But we did all this through consent to the people before they moved, because I'm very aware of spinal injuries. It was consent to they moved, and then we got them in a position where we kept them stable until the police, Bon Baroche, and ambulance here turned up. And it was when they turned up that it made it even more surreal, in the fact that I'm just a bystander. I'm a nobody. Just happened to be there. And you think, wow, you've done all these things, and it's almost like you're not dismissed by them because it's, they're doing their job. And I suppose I did it to so many different people when I was in my job. My role as being in charge of the crew, and you delegate and you ask people to do stuff and it gets done. And when you're on your own, it's a strange feeling. I kind of protected my wife by not getting her involved, but she would have been capable of doing it, because I don't know what I was going to find when I was in there. Fortunately, the external injuries are not too bad, but I say I'm not a doctor, I don't know. I'm hoping they're all going to pull through. But it was a strange feeling when we drove away, thinking, my wife said to me, "Are you okay?" And when you're in the job, you've got your fire kit on, your high vis jacket, you almost feel a little bit invincible. Think, yeah, I'm okay. We just get on it. You're there to help someone. You've got a role and purpose. When you're in shorts, t-shirt, and trainers, and you're driving away, and you're thinking, well, okay, and you see everyone else next to you with all their masks, which, okay, I didn't think to grab mine. It wasn't on the top of my priority list. They've all got the latex gloves on. That wasn't priority on me either. You clean yourself up afterwards and you move on. But you don't realise how much you absorb. And 28 years in the fire service, yes, I was lucky to leave with 30 years pension, because I brought 2 years before. To leave with that, I did the right thing for me, because you don't realise until you're there how much you absorb. And one of those, I had a job to go to sleep last night because it was really on my mind, could I have done something different? And I was replaying so many scenarios. Had I've had this, because I had to improvise. They brought out all the KEDs, the stretchers, the longboards, stab fast. I had to improvise with a bloody signpost pole. And then we did it with basically hands-on, loads of people supporting the two casualties, which is not ideal. and yeah, you realise just how much you absorb and take on board, and it's quite a strange feeling. You'll see that I'm looking down all the time because I'm not. Energy's a bit sort of flat today. Um, I'm normally upbeat, but what you absorb comes out in your systems, and be it eczema that I've had since I've left the fire service. I didn't realise I've never had it before, but it's autoimmune response. People get irritable bowel. People get irritable and they get fight and flighty and just get drunk and lash out. It's not normal responses, but it's how we're processing and dealing with stuff. Um, so what my point of today is that it's okay to have a down day and a quiet day. I'm kind of pulling back and reserving my energy because it kind of knocked me for a bit of a six yesterday. I wasn't expecting that. We were straight on it. It's like, shit, we're here. And I didn't have time to think. You just get on and do. And the fire brigade head came on, and then you think, actually, I'm not a fireman anymore. I am, but I'm not. And to help people without the equipment, it was lovely to see. We had about 12 people there, all helping in, mucking in, and doing stuff. But you've also got, in my back of my mind, actually, there's 12 people stood on the side of a road that could all get taken out by another car. So you feel vulnerable without your fire kit, and when you're not, that identity is quite a strange feeling. So it's okay to everyone the phrase is to not be okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have a crap day. My phrase is like speak out, reach out, speak out, and don't. People say don't dwell on it, but you do dwell on it because it's in your system and it will come out somewhere. And it takes a trigger, and you might respond differently, or it will set you off. But it's okay to have a quiet day, but not stay there for too long. Keep talking. Reach out to professionals. Reach out to your colleagues, your mates. One of the GNR that turned up, the police, he was a bomberos before a fireman, and we're stood there with the casualty. I'm facing the casualty. He's supporting the head behind, and we're having banter, all three of us. So I'd gone in back to that fire brigade mode that yes, I was looking after somebody, but I'm a civilian, and it's quite a strange feeling. And then other people, like superiors, turn up and they just dismiss you, which is the right thing to do because I must have done it numerous times in my job, and I apologise, but that was your job and your role. Look after crew, the safety in the public. But yeah, it's know that it's okay to let it hit home. It's okay to have an emotional outburst of a cry, a yell, a scream, or go quiet, but don't stay there. Make sure you process it. And I processed a hell of a lot. You must know that from where I was a few years ago. And then obviously Will got hit with 2020 and mental health hit everybody. I've processed a lot and I'm in a better place. And hopefully you can see that by the fact that I'm out there encouraging and inspiring people to go out, read the books, cycle, exercise, get alternative therapy, do whatever you need to do. I'm normally upbeat and down it, but today I'm just quiet, reserved. Just want to be real, and it's okay to have a crap day. So enough. This isn't about being doom and gloom. This is about just letting you know that you need to speak out sometimes. You can pull back, but don't pull back for too long. Just make sure you have a laugh, listen to some music, just pick yourself up now and again, but rest and recovery is what it's all about. And yeah, it's a quiet day for me today. But yeah, don't stay there for too long. So reach out and speak out and stay connected. I'll say ciao for now. Bye.